Okay, we've been sent some information. Apparently, Gavin Ortund has a Discord server, and he's said things in it such as Megan, that she is a relentless troll. This does not seem like someone who has the purest motivations in his defense. That is something that I pointed out the other day when I compared his words about how to defend yourself when slandered to how he's been acting. Another thing on that point, someone asked him, how would you deal with persistent public misrepresentations of your positions? This is back in 2022. He said, I try to keep everything off Twitter, which is a terrible medium. I agree. So why did he take this to Twitter? Gavin has also said, point number 5, over time, you get a sense of who is good faith and who isn't. I personally don't think Megan Basham is at all. I think she is a relentless troll. You can see that he seems to be harboring a little bit of a grudge, something that Megan has been accused of by followers of Gavin, but it seems that Gavin is the one that might have walked away from their interactions in the past with a bit of a grudge. You can see here, the person responds to him, people definitely have their wheelhouse. Megan Basham is fine in the political arena, but like so many in politics, is woefully lacking in theology. Gavin disagrees with that. He says, one thing, just to clarify on my end, I couldn't agree Megan is fine in the political arena. It's usually her comments in that arena that concern me the most, even though I'm more conservative than not. Again, he's very clearly communicating, I don't like Megan. I don't think she has anything to offer. I think she's fully a relentless troll. You can see here in 2023, someone posted a video of Gavin's warning that there are going to be knee-jerk reactions to it. And what does he think? He thinks, well, he pings Gavin and says, I can only imagine the field day Megan Basham will have with this one. Gavin jumps in on that and agrees. I would have thought that using the Bible to develop a critical theory of culture would be something even someone like Megan Basham could agree to. Strange comment in general. But again, this just establishes that Megan's become a little bit of seen as an adversary. Again, this speaks to his motivation and how he responded and his taking the higher ground and stepping back, even though then he continued to produce responses. We can see that the purpose of this server, hello friends, welcome to the Striving Side by Side, an online ministry designed to help Protestants struggling with difficult questions around the Roman Catholic and Eastern Orthodox faiths. Okay, so if that's what the purpose of this server is, then why are they going after Megan Basham? That seems not just a little bit off topic, but radically off topic. You can see the server pinging all the members with Gavin's responses. You can see here, they even made an emoji for the server based off of Gavin's thumbnail of him reading Megan's book. You can see here that they made a thread in the server. This is a server of over 1,000 people with shepherds for sale for discussing it. Again, what does this have to do with responding to Roman Catholicism and Eastern Orthodox? We can see here that people in the server are posting, right here, Alicia Childers' comment under her interview with Megan Basham, and people are saying things like, I met Alicia Childers once, skull emoji. We can see here someone saying a minor defense, just saying my piece here so it doesn't become an echo chamber. Someone responds to that person by saying, I get where you're coming from, but I'm saying don't defend her. Someone else says, you can buy it, the book, and let us know. I ain't spending my money on trash. You can see that the server has a little bit of a persistent, we don't even need to investigate this. You can't defend her here, and we don't need to investigate. Now, is that Gavin's responsibility? Yes and no. He's not responsible for their comments, but it seems to indicate that he's allowed a negative view of Megan to go wild on the server, or at least be common. We're only showing some of the clips here, some of the screenshots that were sent here. There are more. We can see here, yesterday, 2 days ago, I made comments about how Gavin responded quickly, even though his own advice in a Gospel Coalition article was not to respond quickly when slandered. You can see here that even his side says that he had reason to respond quickly. But the main one I want to point out here is, I have a theory that books like this are going to cause young believers to leave the faith en masse. It's the only reason I would leave. So much insanity and hysteria. I got to be honest, that comment seems like a comment that fits into insanity and hysteria. My goodness, again, there seems to be a little bit of a culture. You can go back to 2023, posting memes about Meghan. You can go back again, 2023, another, quote, fiasco being brought up about Meghan. Someone comments, I don't even know who she is other than seeing her name in the server, to be honest. I pay zero attention to politics. You can see a little bit of a culture. People don't even know who Meghan actually is besides being brought up on the server. That is just a little bit of a taste. This does not seem to be good at all for Gavin. It seems like his motivations may not be as pure as people have tried to make out, that he seems to have hold a little bit of a grudge, or at least an adversarial attitude towards Meghan, and he's, whether intentionally or unintentionally, fostered a culture of negativity towards Gavin, knee-jerk negativity towards, towards Meghan. And I think that explains why people have been review bombing her book, have been going on to interviews and commenting, have been applying different sorts of pressure, because Gavin has fostered this, whether intentionally or unintentionally. And if he's honest, he needs to knock it off. He needs to own up to his own mistakes. He needs to actually engage with her in a way that he said is appropriate, not just dismiss her like that. And you know what? There are plenty of people that are willing to do that. Here at Enemies Within the Church, if he wanted to come on the podcast with or without Meghan, I'd be happy to just talk to him. But I'd also be very happy to get Meghan on. And I know so many other people would be willing to do that same thing. So Gavin, if you are actually honest and you want to walk back some of these negative comments, go ahead, reach out to me, reach out to someone else. And I am sure, more than sure, Meghan would be willing to actually have a conversation with you. What do you think of this? This does not look good to me. I want to hear your thoughts.